Amon had to know we were coming. So why aren't we meeting any resistance?
It's a trap!
Something's not right.
Okay, so, I've noticed something very recently about this battle here in the Legend of Korra Book 1. Now, you would be right in saying, why aren't you covering something else, reacting to something else that's stupid and pointing it out to us? Well, because they don't really do that much naval battles in either series, like, to a super big extent, and especially this one where you have an entire fleet coming and they get completely shit-stomped. You can't. It's just interesting to me how they could fuck up this entire battle. Not just the United Republic forces, obviously, but just on a writing standpoint, how fucked this stupid battle is. So I'm going to react to this in my layman's way of reacting to it. I'm going to show you exactly why I think this battle kinda sorta sucks. So let's have a look at it. So you see here, you got these United Republic ships coming in. It's a decently sized fleet. They're coming into a besieged city. It's a foggy morning on the water. Now, just looking at these ships, there is something absolutely off. And I think you can know why. Where are their artillery guns? Where are there any guns? And I'm not saying that guns have to exist in Avatar, but it would add a little bit more realism if at this point, when you got an entire city in the background that looks like an Asian-centric 1920, why don't they have guns? Why don't they have artillery? No gunpowder at all. They can't even do something with the blasting jelly. Like, look at those little things on the side there with the fire logo that look like artillery guns. That's it. That's all they got. That is all they have in terms of armament for their ship. They don't even have, from what I can see, torpedo bays to shoot their own torpedoes. So if they had to come up against another ship, I guess they're kind of screwed. So, yeah, that's kind of it. And then those holes there, I thought that those were maybe, something that would be useful. Maybe I thought they were portholes. No, that's for waterbenders and earthbenders to stand on and do their thing that way, which I don't see how, especially when you're in ship-to-ship combat, that would be very useful. That would be, unironically, one of the more hazardous jobs of being on a ship in a combat situation. But let's go in a little bit further and just show you what I mean by all this. So let's look at these ships here. So Iroh's like, oh yeah, we already know they were coming, so why didn't they meet any resistance here? So a little context as to the situation here. The entire city got taken over by the Equalists. The Equalists are these non-bender faction trying to fight for their civil rights and all that. That's all well and good. Then they became terrorists. And then they decided, hey, we're going to take over the city. But first, we're going to destabilize the entire situation by fucking things up. We're, make people disappear. We're taking people's bending as a show of force. Even nearly took Korra's away, but kept hers because they didn't want to make her a martyr. Blew up a fucking pro bending stadium. Then they took over the police station, took their airships, started blowing shit up all over the place, and drove everybody out. So that is the context as to why these guys are here. This is the first wave to take the capital of the city back. So, why aren't you meeting any resistance? I don't know. Because it's a trap. Listen to Admiral Akbar's son. I know you went to that school. I know you went to a school if it's a trap. So, wait a second. Something's wrong. Where are the Equalist airships? That's another thing that I'm going to get into in greater detail. But here's the thing. Those fucking fire things, they are shown later in the episode to deal a decent bit of damage to stuff in the air, because I don't want to spoil it for the people who haven't seen it. I mean, I'm going to spoil it for you anyway, but they do a decent bit of damage to stuff in the air, but I don't think they're going to take down a big metal fucking Zeppelin, which is what the police force in Republic City had, and is actually one of the things that the Eagles took over to fuck shit up when they took the city over. Why don't they have any anti-aircraft artillery? Why don't they have any artillery on their ships? I'm losing my mind just thinking about this from any military perspective. Okay, so let's keep going. Margot's like, oh yeah, where's their mecha tanks? Mecha tanks, that's another thing. They're tanks made out of platinum, which is supposedly not bendable, which I call complete and utter bullshit on, and I wish someone would fix that. But yeah, they got these tanks that look like giant grunts. So it's like that Halo 5 event where they had that grunt and a big giant metal robot. That's kind of what those are. I don't see what they would do to ships, though, so I can kind of see why they wouldn't use them, unless, like, you know, a bunch of them, when you blew up the ships, they marooned on shore and you wanted to kick the shit out of them when they got back. War crimes, everyone. War crimes. Which is what the Equalists are about to commit. So, there's this. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't know where the fuck these guys are. This is kind of looking sus here. So, let's look at the battle formation. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ships. That's the fleet. That's the fleet, the first wave, to take back Republic City from the Equalists. I'm sorry, what? And then not only that, they're in such a tight formation. There's little maneuvering room for the people on the inside, which is where Iroh's ship is. And not only that, if they get hit by something in there, shit could get real very fast, you know, chain explosions and the like. So let's see that. But then not only, they don't even have any of their ships pulled back, which is also another thing that irritates me when it comes to their lack of armament. Normally, when you're in situations like that, fleets would have your ships pulled back, at least some of them pulled back, so that way they can provide support. How the fuck are they going to provide support if they wait? So in some ways, this does make sense, and it makes no sense at all. So let's keep going. And then, oh, looky here. Mindfuckery, major mindfuckery number 1. Well, no, number 2, because the lack of artillery is major mindfuckery number 1. Here's number 2. Mines that just pop up out of the water out of nowhere. No, excuse me for being a layman on all of this, like not a big expert on mines used in naval warfare. Why in the fuck are there mines that are just suddenly shooting up when the time is right? I've never heard of that before, ever in my life. I have always seen mines that they have been portrayed in media, from kids' movies to actual fucking war movies, as being sitting there the whole time, nothing propelling them upward further because they're on a set chain. So how the fuck are these mines going up there? These guys they don't have any water benders. I mean, not that we know of. They don't have any water benders to shoot up here, to hold them there with ice or something, and then once it melts, it shoots the chain up. Even then, I don't see how that would work. Why the mines are just shooting up like that when the ships get over there? That's not how that works. It's never been how that worked in the entire history of warfare, to my knowledge. Like, I don't even see how, like the one way I think you could get it to work, since they're all non-benders, is you would have the chain wrapped together and on a flimsy rope, and then you would have something, because they had the technology to do this, to burn the rope at the right moment, I guess, and shoot it upwards, but we don't get to see that. If they even did that, I don't even think the writers thought of that. So they just have this shoot up out of nowhere, and look at the damage, because it's causing a lot of damage. If my fucking video would just play. But seriously, something's not right. No shit. It's a trap. You're dead. Your ships are getting blown to bits. The explosions everywhere. It's fucking horrifying. Oh no, we're all gonna die. Oh shit. Big ass water mushrooms. And then look at this. Look at this. This is also something that makes almost no sense to me. You're in a cloudy, foggy environment in this early morning setting. Why the fuck can you see the mines underwater? I mean, yeah, I know you can see shit from a decent distance away if you have clear enough water, but this water ain't clear. Not only that, like I said, it's foggy. How can you see the mines? That is such a stupid detail to have the mines just show up visibly in the water. I don't understand. I don't get this. Like, who wrote this episode? I want to know so I can bash them in the head with military knowledge. Look at this. They got the entire formation blocked in, because you can see some all the way at the left where that last ship is. Like, what is this bullshit? What? I don't understand. my brain, and they're all getting hit. Like, and yeah, the one right there ran over one at the left. Like, goes, boo, I got hit in the ass. Well, actually, I got hit in the face, but fuck it. My ass hurts anyway. And then Korra's gonna jump in, like that's gonna fucking do anything. I fly like an eagle in a ditch. Okay, I'm sorry. But okay, then here's another stupid thing. Water and earthbenders detonate the mines. How do they detonate the mines? I could see the waterbenders being more able to do it because, you know, they could freeze it. But what the fuck are the earthbenders gonna do? What are the earthbenders gonna do to blow up the goddamn mine? I don't get it. I don't get it, and we don't ever see them do it. Not only that, these guys don't have torpedoes on the ships, so they can't blow them up from a distance that way, which you probably could do. Not only that, why don't you guys have submarines? That's another thing that kind of irritates me about this. I would have sent at least a submarine scout. That would have made actually a decently interesting plot. You have like a little fleet of submarines that go in, they start clearing shit out, and then they come in. But then again, they wouldn't have this entire bullshit attack. But you can still do something interesting with that. You could have them, hey, you gotta have the Eagles prepare for submarine attacks, because that shit happens. You could have them prepare for that and then blow them up, because, hey, submarines aren't exactly known for their defensive capability. And they don't have missiles. So, they could have easily have killed every single person on a submarine crew. Why didn't they do that? That honestly would have been a lot more dark, which is the goal of the show. Muffled explosions. And then, oh no, here it comes. Shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. Oh no. That Dead Space Downfall looking ass face. I don't know if they got the same people who animated Dead Space Downfall to animate this show, but I see these faces and all I'm reminded of is Dead Space Downfall. So, here they come. Oh no. And then here comes Hiroshi Sato playing Limp Bizkit. Rolling. Yep. They got fucking airplanes. Yay, way to keep that a secret and then use that to blow up a fleet. I mean, yeah, it's smartish, but this entire episode is not smart. This entire sequence is super not smart. So yeah, they got a bunch of fucking airplanes. Why? Why? Like, and even then, they just send them out immediately. They don't even save them for something. They just use the fucking airplanes. You guys have metal fucking airships, metal zeppelins. You have the GCPD fucking airships from Batman the Animated Series. Only they're metal, and you don't use them. You got these wooden airplanes that, yeah, sure, it'll be faster, but you have those heavy-ass units you could use. I'm thinking like an RTS game right now, but you have these heavy-ass vehicles you can use that tend to take a lot of fucking punishment. And as far as I can tell, they can't be sunk unless someone literally fucking Tophs their way through and rips the ship in half, which is what, ironically, Toph's daughter does in the last episode. Ugh. So yeah, they got airplanes now. And Hiroshi Sato's coming in about to commit war crimes. Yes, I don't know why he got all this stuff. I don't know where he got the time to do it. But yes, he did. That's what happened. So yeah, so ships are on fire. Like, just from the mines alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ships on fire that you can see. And I'm pretty sure all of them have some kind of damage. Maybe most of them are hit minorly, but 4 of them have got fire. That's nearly half. That's disgusting. So, here comes Hiroshi, and he's going to be coming in like the ultimate Chad. He's like, alright, I got this badass shit. I'm going to fucking blow these guys up with my new weapons. Yeah, look at that. Torpedoes. And watch what they do. Boom! They blow shit up. They blow all the shit up. Of course, should be dead right there. Oh no! They hit the fucking forward area of the ship. All these ships are getting rocked like it's a goddamn concert. Yeah, shit's getting real. And then, oh, look at this. Do you see that? Those are engines. Engines on those fucking torpedoes. Yes. So not only did Hiroshi Sato have the time to make these airplanes in secret, he made fucking torpedoes that can travel through water without bending and with the use of engines. The military doesn't have this. I know there's the fucking meme of the military, and at least the U.S. military, always buying shit from the lowest bidder, but come on. You're telling me that the fucking military might of 3 combined nations can't scrounge up the money for this? And then look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. She's about to, like, look at these guys. Why is the door closed? Why are they out there and the door's closed? These poor bastards. These poor bastards have no choice but to jump off the ship just as a fucking torpedo is coming in to murder them. Why? This is like, we're going down. Bam. Oh shit, and then Korra was so close to the explosion. Oh god, I paused it on the perfect face. I paused it on the perfect face. Her face as she's getting robbed by the explosion. That is the perfect reaction. Take a screenshot right now. I'm going to save this here for right now. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful face, but she should also be very, 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 very fucking dead. Okay, there's this thing. I don't know if anyone in the writer's room for Avatar knew this, and I'm going to give them a pass because I only found out about this recently. But when you're that close to an underwater explosion, that would cave your insides because the pressure underwater is so much more intense, just like sound waves, but it's so much more intense that it will fucking pulverize your insides if you're that close. And she's so close that she's getting swept away from the ship. She should be dead. Like once again, I'm going to give them some leeway because they probably didn't know. And even then, benders in this universe seem to have this fantastic ability to have heightened physical status. But I don't think that any of the best benders, old or young, would survive an explosion like that up close. I don't care if they're the Avatar. That shit ain't happening. That is a big motherfucking explosion. She should be dead. So that's major mindfuckery number 3. And then these guys are getting fucked. But there she is. She's still swimming because Maresu. And then here we go. More guys getting blown up. Oh no, we're going to get fucked in the ass. Brrr. Wilhelm screaming all up in this bitch. All dying. And then here you go. This late into the battle. Finally, the first fucking shot. 2 benders firing. This is mindfuckery number 4. 2 firebenders firing out of a stationary. I don't even know if that fucking thing can turn. Stationary ass fucking turret. That's basically, it looks like a reverse tuba horn they're shooting out of. What? And it's 2 of them, so it's combined force, and I guess that kind of makes sense, but this isn't the Avatar of the Last Airbender. This is the Legend of Korra. This is the Legend of Korra with all these fantastic technologies. This is what you got. This is what the fucking warships had. Why bother having fucking warships? They don't even have trebuchets. The point I'm trying to make here is they're not firing anything physical other than their own element, and that is not enough when you're fighting against a bunch of vehicles, either on the water or in the air when you're on a ship. This entire sequence makes no damn sense. And it's like, this is the first time they actually hit someone with it, and they got lucky because he happened to be coming up that fucking close to the ship. Look at that. Oh, and then boom, he gets hit. He get hit by bums. And they're all getting fucked. Look at that. You already got 1 ship foundering, so that's wonderful. That's what, a couple $1 million in that time frame's money? Gone down the drain. Gone down the sewer drain in Republic City. What about the oil spill, too? What do they even use for the fucking gas? Are they using steam propellants? I don't know. A lot of that smoke plumes seem to be black, so it makes me think that they got oil of some kind, even though that's not something they really had in our last Airbender, because, you know, they mainly use their own element for their energy resources. So it's like, I don't fucking know. What? Do they have the Avatar: The Last Airbender equivalent of Texas and they found Spindletop? When did this happen? I'd like to know. So, yeah, that's also another thing, but that's just more pedantics. And then, here's this poor fucking bastard. He gets a good shot, and it dead. Just gets blown the fuck up. Oh, wait, I don't even think that guy hit. There's supposed to be another guy that hits in the... Oh, wait, no, he did get hit, because I remember now. So let's redo this. Oh, I got one shot, and then gets lucky, as he's dying, to chop that motherfucker's wing off, rip in pieces that poor earthbender. He did more damage than most of this entire fleet could. And look at this, what are these fucking guns in the back gonna do? What are these fucking guns in the back gonna do? This is disgusting. Oh, they got parachutes too. When did they get parachutes? They got fucking parachutes. So that guy didn't even die. He probably got a little motion sick because of the fact that his damn plane was spinning right around and round and round and round. But he's like, oh yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Oh god, this Naval. So here they go, and then boom, they're doing it again. But once again, okay. Now you see it turn, but like, who's turning it? What's the mechanism to turn? These motherfuckers aren't using a lever. Nobody's pushing it. Now it's 3 guys doing it, which is honestly something I would believe would take down an airplane in one shot instead of 2 guys using it. But who is turning it? Who is turning this? What is the apparatus? And then poof. Boom, blew that guy up. Probably, and it hit him. It says it hit him in the engine, but honestly, I'm looking at the animation right here. I would think the combined force of 3 firebenders would blow up the bombs on the side of that, and not have hit mainly the engines. But what the fuck do I know about physics? And so this motherfucker jumps out, lucky bastard. You see, say the explosion effects look nice. So, we're flying up in this beach. And then, oh, look, it's a water spout. It's a fucking water spout. And then, boosh. Oh, yeah, Korra's doing more fucking damage than the entire Republic Army. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. I hope you're real happy with yourselves. Like, seriously. And then she throws the fucking thing. This is cool, though. She throws the fucking torpedo at the plane from the water. Like, that would be the most epic death. It's just, you're dead. You're dead. Oh, no. It's exploded. Oh, but the dude still survives. You can see him. You can see him. He jumped out even though that thing came up to him so fast. That motherfucker should be dead. That also should have blown off more than the wing. Should have blown up the engine, the cockpit. Probably down to half of the plane should be disintegrated. Just gone. And that motherfucker still somehow got out of it. Well, he didn't use his parachute, but that was still a survivable jump. What is this shit? What is this shit? And so Iroh's like, okay, this is a fucking lost cause. I'm just going to jump up and die now. And it starts blasting everybody like a boss, which is actually kind of cool. Cause especially with the way that the shot is composed, the fade out, well, with the zoom out, to see the absolute carnage that's being dealt to these guys. And then the 3 planes come up at him, and then, oh no, oh, you got 2 of them, but there's 1 left. And then drop the bomb right on the fucking... Why? Why would you drop that on the crow's nest? I don't know. Seems kind of redundant. And then boom. Somehow survives thanks to that force he pushed out. But there he goes. Falling to the bottom of the ocean. But not really, because Korra saved him. And like, oh, hey, thanks, Korra. And then, like, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the 10th ship? Did the 10th ship already go under? Damn, that was quick. And like, look at that. Almost all of them are in some form or fashion going down. And most of them are on the left. So the 4 on the right are okay, but the 5 on the left, they're all basically dead in the water. Or in the water. So, yeah, that was a stupid battle. I hate it. 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 Watch it for yourself. Like, watch the whole show for yourself. This battle is so stupid in context, and even without context, it's one of the worst battles I think I've ever seen, if not the worst battle I've ever seen. This makes any logic in Halo 5 make 100 times more sense by comparison. That is so stupid. Okay, so for my final little analysis here, because I want to make a longer video about this to really go in depth. This show's taking place in like a 1920s era type deal with the Avatar setting. And, they got radios, they got airships, they got airplanes now. They got steel-hulled ships with bottom holes. Stuff that they had at that time. So why the fuck aren't they as heavily armed as what was the most heavily armed warship at the time? Let me introduce you to the USS Texas. This motherfucking ship had a lot of guns on the original design dock. So let me just show you. Well, yeah, let me just show you what it all had. Yeah. It had a lot. It had a lot of armament. It even had a decent amount of armor. So, why in the fuck couldn't this show, do something like this? This had some of the biggest guns in the world on it. And you couldn't be bothered to have something like a substitute to metal artillery shells. You couldn't even have a fucking trebuchet. You're not firing anything physical other than small shit that you carry or stuff that you conjure out of your own body. It makes no sense to me. I'm sorry, like, I've had a conversation with someone about this, and I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying about they're not accounting for everything. They probably didn't even have time, though I think they did. But like, there's reasons as I think of why a lot of the decisions made in this fight weren't able to be, fully taken in with logic. But still, it just adds to how bad the first season of Korra is with just all of the bullshit that goes on in it. It's a stupid season. It's not the most fucked up season in terms of logic that the series had, ironically enough, but it's super bad. Like, this entire freaking naval scene is just a microcosm of just what the entire season does with its plot and its setting and its characters, and it burns my brain. It makes my brain just short circuit. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But it smells like bitch in here. The United Republic fleet just got bitch smacked by a bunch of fucking gorillas in like 5 seconds. That's disgusting. Listen to Admiral Akbar, kids. Listen to Admiral Akbar. I mean, it's a trap. It's a trap.